I'll put up on the screen what I discussed with former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich. You know, black Americans, and this is not just the black community, it's the Hispanic community, and it's all America. We have 95 million Americans out of the labor force. We have 50 in poverty. We have 46 million on food stamps. 1 in 5 families don't have a single person in their family working, and we've doubled the national debt under this president. Look at this. Obama's president, the first black president, black Americans on food stamps are up 58%. You know, look at these numbers that we're putting up on the screen. Number of black Americans, can we put these up on the screen? Number of black Americans in poverty has jumped 8%. You know, how much is this playing a part in the anger of people?
Target to vent their frustration on, because we don't want to vent it on our black president.
Is Obama pushing their anger towards cops? Is he pushing their anger to distract from his failed economic record?
Things like what happened in Baton Rouge and Dallas, there's no excuse for it. So you can't say, well, you can't. It's like saying if you hadn't said that, they wouldn't have done that. There's no excuse for that. So you can't legitimize their motives. But there's a lot of frustration in the black community right now, but we don't want to vent our frustration on who we've been traditionally venting it on for years, and that's the president. We blamed Bush for everything. We blame, you know, to blame the president for your problems is a national right, but it seems as if a black person blames President Obama. They look at us as race traitors. You don't talk about our president. You're talking about our president.
Statistically speaking, black Americans, Hispanic Americans did a lot better under Bush, Larry.
Oh, yes, we did.
They did. And Sean, this is really critical. There was a front-page article in the New York Times about a black Harvard economist named Roland Fryer. He was angry about the death of Michael Brown, angry about the death of Freddie Gray, and he said, I'm not a protest guy, I'm a data guy. Let me find out how often these darn cops go out and shoot black people. Shockingly, he found out that cops were less likely to shoot a black person than a white person, 20% less. More likely to use lower levels of force against a black person, but that's because they don't want to take it from Dead Start to DEFCON 1. They're deathly afraid of shooting a black guy for all sorts of reasons, not least of which is the wrath of Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and Black Lives Matter, and the media will go down on them. But he let a 19-year-old unarmed white kid in Fresno, where I live, get shot and killed, and nobody gave a rip.
Right. That's like the ones in